Welcome, dear participants. So let us continue with my presentation. In the last session, you have seen that we have discussed about traditional teaching techniques and modern teaching techniques, how they are differing, and how to capture the students' attention in classroom teaching. So now, due to this COVID-19 infections, this unfortunate COVID-19 infections, we are imposed to go for classroom online classes. So for online classes, there are so many methods like other meets are there, like Zoom meeting is there, Google Meet is there, Geo Meet is there, or WebEx, Cisco WebEx meeting is there. We can use those softwares and we can conduct online classes. And another method which I have chosen is prepare a video of about 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes based on your topic, and then upload it to YouTube channel and give the link in Google Classroom, or you can share it in WhatsApp group to the students, so that the students can use that link and watch the videos. And whenever there is any doubts, you can conduct a doubt clearing session by using either Zoom app or Google Meet app. So now let us discuss about how to use this Google Classroom. So Google Classroom is a tool by Google which allows us to communicate with our classes and easily share assignments, materials, and messages. So with the help of the Google Classroom, we can able to send the notifications or any notices to the students or any assignments to the students. We can share our materials with the students like notes or any book, or even we can share videos to the students, or even we can share YouTube links, YouTube video links to the students. We can create our own YouTube channel. We can upload our videos, and those videos can be shared in the Google Classroom. And if you want to give any messages or any instructions, those can also be done through Google Classroom. So in order to conduct this Google Classroom, so you should have a Google account. And nowadays every one of us are having Google account. So the website ID will be, let me show it first. Let us go to Google Chrome. Okay. So first, let us open this website. That is classroom.google.com. Okay. So when you press this classroom.google.com, it will ask for login to your account by using your any of the Gmail ID. Login by using your Gmail ID. Once you log into your Google Classroom account, here you can see that first, in the initial stage, first time suppose you are logging into the Google Classroom, it will ask for whether your role is as a student or as a teacher. Then you have to select appropriately. Suppose you are a teacher, just select the role as a teacher. Then you can select any of your themes, Google themes also. Then later, in order to create a Google Classroom, so what you have to do is, I have created so many Google Classrooms here that I'm handling finite element method subject for 6th semester. I'm handling tribology and bearing design for 4th semester MTech students. So those I have created the classes. So in order to create a new class, what you have to do is, here there is a plus icon is there. Click on this plus icon. Here you will come to know join class and create class. So suppose you want to create a new class, click on the create class. So it will ask for the terms and condition. Click on I have read and understood, then continue. So it will ask for class name. For example, suppose you want to conduct a class. This is a FDP on teaching methods. Suppose I have created this class. To which section? Suppose this is the section, for example, suppose you are handling it for 7th semester. So 7th semester, then you can give the subject. Subject is our Google Classroom. Like this you can give. Suppose you want to give any room number also, you can allot the room number, for example A2173, which where in which room you are taking, that also you can give it and press create. So it is creating. Once the class is created, see here, this is the class which I have created now. So you can select any theme for this class by using already inbuilt themes are there, which type of themes you want to use, whether it is a general or maths or science themes or English themes or any theme you can select. Then let me select this theme, or you can even select any image also, downloaded image, you can select it and you can upload that photo. That image will appear here so that your classroom will have some look. Then you have to go to settings. See here the setting is there. Go to setting. In the setting it will ask for, it will be showing class code. Then here, whether the students can post and comment, or only the student can comment, or only teacher can post anything and or comment, those can be selected based on your choices. So let us go for student can post, student can only comment, teacher can post, those can be kept, or otherwise you can keep the default student can post and comment. Then grading also you can give, whether it is a total point or say overall grade. Then go for saving this one. Once you save it, you can see that here there is a class code. Okay, see here, this is the class code. So suppose you want any students to join your class, so what you have to do is you have to copy this class code, copy the class code, and you send it or paste it in the WhatsApp group or in any other group. Just share it with the students, so that when the students have to join any class, what they will do is the student will log into their Google Classroom account by using their Gmail ID. Then when they will press this plus icon, here there is a join class is there. So once they press this join class, it will ask for class code. So here you can type that class code, then say join. As I am the teacher, I cannot join it directly, but here the students, how many students you want, for example, suppose about 60 or 65 or 70 students are there in your class, then it is very difficult to invite each student to the class, and they have to click that invitation link and they have to join. It is very difficult. So what you can do is go for this method, that is copy this class code and share this class code with everyone, each of the every student. They themselves will join the classes. Once they will join the class, so you can create the assignments or materials or anything here. For example, suppose they have joined this class, so you go to this classwork. In the classwork section you can create here, see here, create assignments and questions or topics, those all can be selected. Create, click on the create. See here, suppose you want to give any test, you want to take any test, you want to share the question paper with them, they want, you are expecting them to write the answers and scan it in the form of PDF and submit it, then you select this assignment. Then suppose you want to arrange a test in the form of quiz, then select this quiz. Suppose you want to share only questions in the form of a document, then you can go for this one. Or suppose you want to share notes or any books, then click on this one, material, then give the title. For title is, for example, module 1. Then you can give the module, that is introduction. If it is a notes for the first chapter, that is which is introduction, then you type this one, and then here you can click on add. When you click on add, it will ask for whether a file is there in the Google Drive, or that notes file is there as a link, or you want to directly upload that notes file. Somewhere you have kept it in your mobile or in your desktop, you can click on this one, file. It will ask for mobile location, sorry, the location at which the file is saved. So select that file. For example, you want to select anything. Suppose I want to share this one. Select this one, say open. Then this will be added. Now press on upload. So this file will be uploaded to the classroom and it can be shared. See here, this file is shared to all the students, so all the students can access this file. They can download this file and then can refer these all notes or book or whatever study material you are giving to them here. Or else you can create your own document here online, but better to prefer this one, add, and add all your notes and videos. For example, suppose you have created any YouTube video and you want to share that YouTube video link. Click on YouTube, then you can select that one. See here, click on YouTube, go to that YouTube URL, copy that YouTube URL here and add. Then you will get the YouTube link. For example, I'll show you my YouTube link. See here, for example, I have my YouTube videos here. Here, your videos. Suppose I want to share any video. For example, suppose I want to share this video. Click on this video. Then, hello friends. Today let us solve few more problems on Beam. Go to share. It will ask you copy this code. Copy. Then you can give that code here. For example, suppose add YouTube class for link URL. Paste that URL here. It will shows that. Then add. So those YouTube videos can also be shared in the Google Classroom here. Once you share this one, you have to press on post. So once you press post, all the students can see whatever you have posted. Now, whatever material you have shared or whatever material you have shared or whatever videos you have shared, those can be seen by the students here. In classwork, module 1 is there. If they click on this one, they will get all the materials. This is the PPT presentation. This is the video, YouTube video which you have shared. Those all are there. Or else, suppose you want to take any test, go for this assignment. Then what you do? Give the title. For example, suppose first internal. Assessment test. Then you can add the question paper here. Any file which is created as a PDF file or image file, that you select it and add it. Then you can select which is it is available for all students. Then what is the marks? For example, suppose it is a 30 marks test, so give it as 30 marks. Then what is the due date? Within which date they have to submit? So you have to select that due date. For example, suppose they have to submit it before say 11th, and you can give the time also, say 5 p.m. Okay. Now see here, This is the due date. Okay. Now you can assign. Once you assign here, all the students will come to know that a test has been created and an assignment has been created, so that the students can refer to that question paper and they can write the answers. And once they write it, those answers, they can scan it by using any cam scanner or any scanner apps by using their mobile phones, and then they can upload that PDF file here directly. And once they will upload, you will come to know who has uploaded the file. This is one file. I will show you the classes I have. Go to classes. For example, suppose here during the lockdown I have created this class for 6th semester, and I have posted all these videos here. If I go to classwork, you will come to know that. See here, I have taken FEM preparatory exam. I have given all these videos, problems on beams, module 1, those all I have posted. Then you can see here that first internal IA exam, first IA exam. Then let us take assignment 2, for example. Okay, this is the assignment which I have created, and these were the assignment questions. And you can see here that about 53 students have been turned in. Means what? 53 students have uploaded, have written the assignment and uploaded it in the and submitted it in the Google Classroom, and I can view those assignments. You can see here, these are the 53 assignments, and you can see here that I have allotted the marks here. Okay, suppose I want to evaluate these assignment, for example. Okay, you click on this one, it will open that file. You evaluate this assignment. You evaluate this assignment, and suppose you want to give certain grade to the this. For example, suppose marks. Suppose 10 marks is there for the assignment. Then what you do? I have already given 10 marks. Out of 10, how much this student has scored? That you have to type here, and then return. Once you return it, that student will come to know that how much marks has been allotted for her assignment. Those she will come to know, and you can, like this, you can able to evaluate all the assignments. For example, so many students are there who have submitted the assignments, and for them I have allotted the marks. These are the students who have not submitted the assignments, so it is missing. And these are the students who have submitted the assignments, so I have allotted the marks. And suppose I have given the due date, no, and if the student does not submit within that due date, then I will come to know that here it is done late. See here, I will come to know. Based on that, I can put some I can cut some marks. I can give some less grade to that students. Out of 10, I have given 9 because it has been done late, so I have cut 1 marks. Like this, you will come to know that who has done late. For example, see here that this person has also, this student has also done the submission late. Okay. Like this, we can able to evaluate this, and once we will evaluate this, all will be saved here. For example, suppose we'll go here, grades are there. See, if I click on grades, you will come to know all the grades. See here, so many people. Okay, this is first IA exam, then first assignment, second IA exam, second assignment, third IA exam, third assignment, whatever they have submitted, and how many marks they have obtained. Those all are available here. Still, I have not evaluated third IA exam, so it is not showing the marks. If I evaluate it and give the marks, then here that marks will appear. For example, suppose I'll go to this one, view submission. I can go to view submission. Then this is the answer sheet which she has written, so I can evaluate this one, and once I evaluate this one, I can put the grade marks. For example, suppose she has written all the marks correct and Suppose she has scored 30 out of 30. Suppose I give her 30 out of 30. Then I will return it. Once I return it, she will come to know the marks, how much she has obtained. Okay. Here, see here, that marks will appear here. Like this, I can evaluate all the marks and it get as a listed. All the marks will be listed here so that it will be easier for us to evaluate all the things and how much marks they have scored. See here, overall grade it is showing. Okay, how much percentage they have scored out of 100. Okay, that also it will show. Then here this people means how many students are there in your classroom, how many students have joined your classroom. Say about 67 students have joined my classroom by using that classroom code which I have shared to them. Okay, for this class, for example, suppose I go to this one, I go to this class. See here, this is the class code. This is the class code which I have shared with all the students. By using this class code, they all the students have joined the class. And once I will create the assignments, I can able to post those assignments and the students can able to write the assignment and submit it, and I can even evaluate those assignments and I can grade those assignments, means I can put marks to that assignments. This is about how to use Google Classroom, and there are other this one also in the Google Classroom features also in the Google Classroom. I will show you few more additional features. Suppose I will go to this one, FEM class just now which you have created. So here you can go for classwork. In the classwork, click on create. Suppose you want to conduct a quiz for the students, then click on this quiz. This is very interesting. You can give title for this quiz, for example, quiz on FEA. Then you can either add any material, for example any notes or anything or any notifications or any instructions you can give here. Then see here, it is Google Form. Google Form is the one more feature which can be used for quizzes, to create quizzes or to extract any data from the users. Suppose I click on this blank quiz, it will open this one. So I can give the name. What is that? Quiz on FEA. I can give the name. Then see here, this is the first question. Suppose, what does FEA stands for? Suppose this is the first question. Suppose I want this answer as a multiple choice answer question. Then you select a multiple choice, or suppose you want it as a short answer. Select a short answer type so that the student will be expected to write down the abbreviation of FEA. For example, student has to write the abbreviation, that is finite element analysis. This is the short answer which we can select. Then here in the answer key, I can write, add the answer, finite element analysis. Suppose when I add the answer, and suppose for this question how many marks you want to add. For example, suppose each question carries 2 marks. Okay, like this you can add it, and once correct answer we added, finite if the student properly write this answer, then only he will get the 2 points marks automatically. Done. Okay, short answer. Then suppose I want to create second question. This is the question number 1. Then let us go for second question. What is that second question? This is question number 1. Okay, let us write down here 1. What does FEA stands? Then let us go for question number 2. What are the parts used in FEA called as. Suppose I want it as a multiple choice question. For example, option number 1, that is elements. Then can add another option, that is divisions. Can use third option, that is maybe part, or you can use none of the above. Okay, like this you can create the multiple choice answers, and then which is the correct answer, that you have to give first. Okay, for example, you go to answer key. In the answer key, suppose you want to give again 2 marks for this question, give 2 marks. Which is the correct answer? What are the parts? Elements. So select this one, say done. If the student select element only, then only he will get this marks. And here you can see here that whether it is required or not, means whether the student has to compulsorily answer this question or not, that can be selected by using this. Okay, it is, if you select it as required, then student has to compulsorily answer this question number 2, then only he can proceed to the next, or he can submit the answers. Like this you can select, and you can create your own quiz and then send. Sorry, wait, before that let us see the preview of this one. See here, preview, how the quiz will look. The quiz will look like this. Okay, first question will be what does FEA stands for, so the student has to write that one. Finite element analysis. Then what is the second one? Second he has to do, then submit. And once he submit the response, then he will come to know. See here, one response has been there, and you can see here how much he has scored. First question is correct, second question is also correct. So how much marks he has scored? Total 4 out of 4 he has scored. Like this all the response will be recorded, and directly you will get the marks, so it will be easier for you to evaluate the response. And suppose you want to stop the accepting the quiz responses, then you click on this one, so the quiz will end and no any student can submit the answers now. If this is activated, then only the students can submit the answers. Like this you can create your own quiz. So suppose the student has submitted this one, he can see his responses also, what answers he has given, those he will come to know in this one. But student will come to know, because here I have created, so I will not come to know directly. So this is just a preview. Then once everything is okay, then you click on send. See here, send via, how you want to send link. Okay, shortened link. Okay, copy this link and you can share this link to everyone. Okay, see here, it will be created, and you can save this. See here, those can be shared. For example, go to this one, add link, whatever I have copied just now, you just paste it here and add link, so that the students can see this link, they can click on this one and they can participate in this quiz. Okay, then in order to create Google Meet classrooms, in Google Meet classrooms, in the Google Classroom, so what you have to do is, in the Google Classroom, calendar is there, click on the calendar, Go to Google Calendar. Google Calendar. Log into Google Calendar. Already as we have logged into Google, so it will directly go to Google Calendar. Go to sign in. Sign into Google Calendar. It will show this one. Okay. Now, suppose I want to create any class, online class on say about on 13th. So click on this 13th. So here timings are there. At what time I want to start my class. For example, if the class, my class is from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Click on this one. Sorry, 9:30. What? 10 a.m. Okay. Now give the name. His name FEA online class. Okay. 13th July is on Monday. Monday like this. So it is date is 13 July. Timing is from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. I am going to add a Google class. So if I want to link this to Google Meet, suppose I am using Google Meet as the app for Google classes, then click on this one. So it will add the Google Meet and copy this Google Meet link so that you want to share it to students. Okay. Then save it. So that meeting will be added here. Google Meeting class will be added here. So I will close this one. So here you will come to know that, see here, the calendar. Suppose I go to any classes. Sorry, not if. Go to this calendar. So you'll come to know that on 13th July, see here. Go to calendar. Okay. So here go to Google Classroom. So you can directly save whatever that link I have copied. You can directly paste that link here. For example, FDP on this one. So go to classwork, create material. In that, what is that? Online class. Then add. In that add, you can add the link which I have copied just now for the Google link. Add link. So it will show the class video meeting. Okay. Then post it. On which day it is? Suppose I want to edit this one. Edit. It is on which day? Online class on 13th July 20 at 10 a.m. The student will come to know now. Okay. On 13th and 10 a.m. there is a class and he will click on this class video meeting and directly it will open the class meeting. You can see here. If I click on this one, directly show this. Okay. Like this we can use this Google Classroom Meet and we can do the online classes also. Okay. Suppose, okay, this is about how to use this Google Classroom in order to interact with our students. Even in the conventional classroom also, suppose you want to share any data or any links or any material or notes, or if you want to give any assignments, this classroom, Google Classroom, can be used to do all these things. Okay. So thank you for patient hearing. So if you have any doubts, you can give it in chat sections. Thank you. Thank you very much.